The foundation of the sister disciples in New Zealand had its origin in the International Eucharistic Congress, which was held in Melbourne, Australia in 1973.
Il cardinale ha voluto per questa occasione fare una specie di esposizione di tutte le realtà sacre, religiose, e abbiamo avuto anche noi lo spazio nostro. E quindi c'è stato il cardinale di Samoa e anche il vescovo, l'arcivescovo della Nuova Zelanda, che si sono molto interessate dalla nostra iniziativa accanto ai sacerdoti e anche dalla missione eucaristica, sacerdotale e liturgica. Quindi con questa occasione poi sono rimaste in accordo con Madre Annunziata per perorare la causa di apertura della nostra casa, della nostra presenza sia in Samoa sia in Nuova Zelanda.
Monsignor Brian Erahill participated at the Eucharistic Congress. When he returned to Auckland, he told Bishop Delagi how it would be wonderful to have the sisters in New Zealand. Not long after, Mother Annunziata received a letter from the Bishop of Auckland requesting that the sister disciples come to New Zealand to establish the congregation in the Diocese of Auckland. He especially wanted the sisters commence the Eucharistic adoration in St. Patrick's Cathedral. The first house was established at New Street, Ponsonby. It was opened on the 31st of May 1974. Mother Annunziata accompanied the first pioneer sisters, Sister Teresa Taylor, Sister Christine Pisani, Sister Angelica Scirotta, and Sister Hortensia Puente. On the feast of Corpus Christi, 16th of June, Father Erahill announced at all the Masses that the sisters will commence daily Eucharistic adoration in the cathedral on the following day. The people warmly welcomed the sisters, and many would come to pray with them before the Eucharistic Lord. The sisters were also extraordinary ministers of the Eucharist. The liturgical apostolate soon began to develop as parishes around New Zealand came to know about the liturgical centre at Ponsonby. Soon the sisters had the joy of welcoming new vocations. The candidates would go to Australia to complete their formation at Strathfield. In 1976, Mother Gentle, Mother Lucia Ricci, with her secretary, Mother Clelia, came to Auckland for their canonical visit. On New Year's Eve 1976, the sisters had the great joy of moving into their new convent at 11 Vermont Street, Ponsonby. It was a larger house on a bigger property, which could accommodate the growing community, and it was spacious enough to welcome new vocations and expand the apostolate. On the 31st of May 1980, the sisters were able to purchase the adjacent property and house that belonged to their neighbors. In 1986, the group of postulants and second-year novices were transferred from Strathfield to Auckland. They were guided and accompanied by Mother Annunziata. Over the years, there were joyful celebrations of first and final professions at the Sacred Heart Parish of Ponsonby. In 2001, St. John Vianney Retirement Home was blessed and opened by Bishop Pat Dunn of the Auckland Diocese. The bishop invited the sisters' disciples to carry out their priestly ministry in the new home for priests. In 2004, the House of New Zealand was transferred from the Australian delegation to the province of Korea. In 2022, the House of New Zealand was closed temporarily.